My God. What's all this finally business, Bradley? We fashionably on time. Isn't this Starlight Carnival? Is that the actual music from Rumble? Well, that's what the video said. It says Rumble music. Apparently it's remixes of Sonic songs. I haven't played Rumble, so I can't tell you for sure. I was gonna look at all the footage and make like a quick review video giving my thoughts on the footage. I was like, there's a lot of footage, might as well go live, see what it's saying, you know. I wanted to try out the closed beta, but Bradley, don't say anything. I wanted to try out the closed beta, but like, you know, America only. I tried applying. I thought they weren't gonna check the IP address. I'm guessing they did because they didn't give me access, even though I applied on like 5 different Gmails. They must have, even if they didn't accept premydaremy, like one of the random emails they should have accepted, but they're hating on your boy. Okay, so anyway, before we start, there's one thing we gotta talk about. I was gonna mention it in a video, but someone sent me this shit on Discord. I think it was Gamer Guide. Here's the top 10 most screen time for Sonic movie characters in the Sonic Cinematic Universe so far. This Wade bullshit has got to stop, okay? This Wade bullshit has got to stop, okay? Like, this shit gotta stop. Like, this man been on screen more than Tom, who's supposed to be the main human. Obviously, he didn't show up in the TV show because he's too big for that, right? More than Jim Carrey, really? Jim Carrey got 31 minutes and Wade got 57? Obviously, he had the TV show, but I mean, he shouldn't have had a TV show. It should have been Knuckles' show. I mean, at least Knuckles is on top since he had the show. But yeah, this is kind of crazy. I can't believe Agent Stone's only done 9 minutes, because like, people really like him. To think he hasn't even done 10 minutes on the screen is crazy. That's less than Tails. I don't know if this includes like, is it just them like on the screen, or is it actually when they speak, right? If you're there but you don't say anything, does that count? Like, you know that the Knuckles TV show, that one episode where they were at like Wade's family home and Knuckles was there for like several minutes and wasn't saying anything and they weren't rendering his CGI? Did they count that? Because I mean, he was there, but like, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I just thought that was kind of crazy. I had to address that. Okay. This remix is kind of nice, actually. Yeah, we got the whole. I think this is the whole. I don't know if this is the whole, but we got a playlist of Sonic Rumble OST that we can go through at some point. Ugh. You actually surprised Sonic is below Knuckles even with the show, since Knuckles is barely in the show. Well, that's why I'm wondering how they counted it, because there were scenes where Knuckles was there, but he wasn't there. If that makes sense. But the Sonic one kind of makes sense when you factor in that, like, there was a lot of characters that were human. Like, Tom was getting screen time, Eggman, Stone, and Knuckles did get 6 episodes. Plus, he was the main, like, kind of villain in movie 2. So you combine, he's in half of the movies that Sonic is in, and he had the show, and Sonic was only in 1 episode of the show. It kind of makes sense, right? Someone said, so this is not being played live. Well, no one could play it live as of now. It's currently, like, inaccessible. Those who got the closed beta access, it's over now. If you look at the website, let me see if I can find the website. I'm guessing they haven't updated it. Yeah, you can still apply. They haven't updated their site. Yeah, they tell you the time period. So the last one was 26 May, which in the UK, this would have actually been 27th May, so yesterday. So they had 5 play sessions, basically. If you didn't get an account, you couldn't get any of them. So, finally, Prem streaming something that isn't... What are you talking about? Something that isn't... I literally, like... What was my last... My last stream was the GOAT! Relax, okay? I mean, it was 4 months ago. I don't even think that was this year. That was... yeah, December. Yeah, that was last year. But it was the GOAT. So, definitely no mid was streamed, okay? Anyway, I asked people that managed to play the game. I said, those of you who managed to play Sonic Rumble, what did you think about the game so far? And 18% of people must have played the game on the poll out of 2,800 people. Which, let's do the math on that. That's 500, about 500 people. Everyone else said they hadn't played it. So 5% said S tier, 6% said A tier, 4% said B tier, and then 3% said C tier or lower, right? So out of 18%, 11% said S or A tier. That's pretty good if you ask me, right? Let's keep it real, right? When you give a Sonic game a B tier, you're really saying it's not that good because you're a Sonic fan, so a B is like a generous C, right? So anyone who said A or S really liked it. So 11% of the 18%, which is over half. I think that's over 60% actually. 11 out of 18. See, my math is shit right now. I finished school years ago. 11 out of 18. 61% of the people that played said S to A tier. And a decent amount said B. Only a small amount said C or lower. That's pretty high. Okay? So, it's looking good for Rumble. I haven't seen too much of the gameplay because I wanted to save it for the stream. So, you know, we're gonna see what it's about and basically just react to the footage and see what's in there. Let's just replay the trailer to recap before we start. It's fun but needs better graphics, someone said. Yeah, graphics wise, I don't even think it's graphics. It's like art style. It's like they picked a very art style. Like, you know, I know that the game was supposed to be called Sonic Toys Party, so I guess they'll go for a toyish aesthetic. I would have rather they just went for the Generations look, really. Just made it look like Generations. I think that would have been a lot better than whatever they tried to do with this. Like, what we are at the point now where I think smartphones can run a game like Generations, right? I feel like we have reached that point. I mean, I guess some of you be on some budget phones, like, obviously no offense, but like, some of you be on some budget shit, so I guess it's different. We've got, what have we got to look at? We got a 31-minute video saying Sonic Rumble Beta all stages. And then we got this 2-hour video, which is like just a test playthrough. So I think I'm gonna go through the test playthrough first and skim through it. We're gonna do the skim to it, nigga, skim through it. I'm gonna skim through this. And then, cause this one has all the characters. Yeah, so we're gonna skim through and see all the characters we play through. And then we'll look at the old stages so we can like actually assess what I think of the stages and how the music fits within the stages. Is this that Lost World song? This remix is kind of heat though. I'll give you that one. I like this one. Alright, let's start off with the playthrough. This is from Sonic Overtime, by the way, so you can check that out. People are saying the game is too slow. Yeah, I think I tuned into someone's stream for a few minutes and it did look a bit slow. I know that they were trying to copy Fall Guys, and Fall Guys was kind of slow and bouncy and all that shit, but like, I don't know, man. I think they should try for something that's a bit more Sonic-y in that sense, like a bit faster. Alright, so basic phone game cutscenes to be expected, I guess. And someone else said it's not too slow, it gets hella chaotic. Well, I guess we'll see, innit? Someone said I have Generations on Steam. I hope I don't get the remaster on Steam again. It's exactly the same. I still don't... Can someone please ask Midori? Because Midori knows everything when it comes to Sonic. Someone just ask if they uncapped the frame rate of Generations. Is it still capped at 60 FPS? Or have they uncapped that shit to like, well, anything above 60? Because if that original game is still capped, they fumbled the bag completely. The fuck was that song? Hold the fuck. What was that? How's the volume levels? What was that song? What the fuck was that? Let's rewind that shit. Hold on. What was that? My god. Learn how to play by trying out tutorials there. Okay, cool. Let's start by picking up rings. So you do have like an analog stick when you play it. So it definitely could work as a console title. Doesn't Windows 11 allow you to play Android apps on it or some shit? I'm still on Windows 10, but like I'm just thinking like if I could play it on the computer, that would be way better. Jump twice to double jump. Okay, that's simple. Get close to an object and hit the action button to break it. So no need to like jump first and then break it. Just so this is like your homing attack. Okay. Keep hitting it until it breaks. Okay. You can use a real controller and they got rid of that feature. Wait, Windows got rid of the Android feature? That's lame. But if you can use a real controller for this will be good though. Homing attack is a little jank. Get an Android emulator. The last time I used one of those was like the BlueStack stays. Back then they were still laggy. I'm guessing by now they've improved though. But I mean, I guess you could emulate. If I was gonna stream it, I probably would. Cause it's not. Yeah, I know it's a phone game, but it's still relying on traditional controls. Alright, so bad nicks, of course, because why use modern enemies, right? Like, let's just stick to the classic shit. Is Classic Sonic in this? Strong ones require several attacks. Okay, we have got an egg pawn at least, so we got something modern. Somehow, I feel like Sega like took the egg pawns from Heroes and kind of mixed them into the classic Badniks as if they're one of them. Like, I don't know. I feel like I be forgetting that egg pawns are like not from the classics. They be mixing them around the Badniks so much that you be like, oh yeah, that's not a Badnik. That's an egg pawn. That's from the GOAT. Like, what's this saying? Find the right time to get on the platform. So just basically platforming. So that should be speed shoes, but now it's a boost. Okay. That Eggman? Did you just kill Eggman? As far as you know, no Classic Sonic. There'll probably be an update at some point. You know, ton of money to get it and unlock it. I ain't paying no money for Classic Sonic though. That's not happening. Tap on leave button when you feel like you've had enough practice. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely slow. I can understand if like, I can understand if people are like casual and they don't want something that's too fast. I can understand that, but I feel like you could do like a Mario Kart type thing, right? Like have CCs in it, like have like the 50cc or the easy, and it's like slower, and those who are like plebs can play that shit, and then have like a hardcore faster mode where those who are actually like want a faster experience could then play it with that fine-tuned control. I don't know. There's riders costumes? Oh shit, we gotta get those then. We gotta get those. So what's the rule set here? Compete against other players for the most rings in this survival action game. Alright. The rules are simple. Survive all 3 rounds. You will be faced with all kinds of challenges in each stage. So you can see Green Hill, you got the Silent Forest, and Lava Mountain or some other lava stage? I don't know. Alright, so I'm guessing as people get knocked out every round, most likely. You got Riders, Amy, Crystal, Zavok, and DJ Vector. DJ Vector, like, from that one, like, mission in Generations? The player with the most... Wait, hold on. The player with the most rings at the end of the game wins. Oh, I thought it was like... I thought it was like Fall Guys. Like, you have to be first. Like to the end of the thing first kind of thing. But it's like the most rings. So it's not like get there first. Take what you learned and show you what you got on a real stage. Alright, so let's look at our menu here. So you got your username in the top left. You got the menu items, ring survival, play button. I'm guessing the bottom left is like selecting like your skins or whatever. I'm guessing the other button is like some kind of 2-player, like play with a friend or something. For the first 2 rounds, it's like Fall Guys. You don't have to be first, just like don't get knocked out. And then for the last, you gotta be the last one standing. So, but how you gotta be the last one standing? But it said the person with the most rings wins. Like, how does that work then? Like, so what if you're the last man standing, but the guy who died before you had more rings? Does that count? Like, how does that work? Green Hill Run. Did I hear Sonic 06 press sound? I don't know what that is. The first round will be a run stage. Rank within the top 16 to go on to the next round. Did I mute it? Hold on. Let me see. Let me take a look at these characters for a second. Hold on. What have we got here? So we got a lot of Forces Arts OCs in there. Has it got the Forces OC creator in this thing? Are these like, or are these just AI? Players earn more rings based on their rank. Try and earn lots of rings for the final round. So you get first bonus. Someone said this is just Fall Guys but worse. But it's the Sonic, so that means it's better, right? Like, it's something, but it's Sonic, so it's the better version. What's inside there? I saw like a, what's it called? I saw some kind of collectible. I was like a 20 ring. Okay. Are there character stats? Like, is Sonic actually faster, or are they all just equal? Okay, loop-de-loop. Oh no, it's just running up. They're equal. Okay. I mean, otherwise everyone would just play Sonic or Shadow or something. Shadow's in this, right? Yeah, he's in this. It does look a bit stiff in terms of like the camera movements and shit like that. Like when he's going on the pole, like you want it to look sleek and sexy, right? You want to, like, you know, when you go on the poles in SA2, like the camera angles and everything and the way he sings around the pole, everything looks sleek. SA2 is just like a sleek looking game. This has got a very stiff, rigid, you know, like you got on a pole, the camera just dashes back, you know. More could be done in terms of the presentation. So whoever's first is basically handicapped here because they gotta destroy this thing, whereas everyone behind them, you know, will already have that destroyed. Okay, got some rails. Qualified and first bonus of 1,000. Okay. Why is he so far ahead? I'm assuming this is AI because they've got regular names and not usernames. Sonic Chronicles asks, what the fuck was that? Hold on. Was that Central City? Was that Central City? During the first part of the beta, they put you against bots, but for the rest, you played against real players. Ah, okay. Wait, did they just knock out the people that... They just threw a cannonball at them. Someone said you don't love Chronicles or something? I haven't played Chronicles, but I've played the soundtrack. Silent Forest Hunt. The second round will be a hunt stage. Use the action button on the red flower buds to earn points. The 8 players with the most points will advance to the next round. Okay, 8 players with the most points. Oh, those are the weird flowers from Lost World, eh? If you get caught by the light or a grabber, you'll be taken out of the stage. When a grabber has its sights on you, try hiding. So they really put the whole Silent Forest mechanic in here where you got to stay away from the light. This Lost World. Is this really... I don't think this is Lost World's art style. Maybe Lost World's art style if it was on the PS2. I don't know. It doesn't feel like Lost World because Lost World was graphically superior to this. I didn't hate the way Lost World looked. This looks like if you tried to put Lost World on a phone. I guess it is Lost World art style when you think about it. Yeah, it's just a worse version of it. So you can't get into the light, basically. So you get 50 points every time you destroy one. They respawn. So only one person can hit them naturally until it shows up again. So right now, Sonic Overtime is winning. So the points is different from the ring count. Okay. So we've got 1,000 plus rings, but only 950 points. The crown shows that he's winning. I mean, it's pretty simple enough. Wait, he lost 50 points. What did he do there that made him lose? Oh, he hit the bomb. Okay, so this button here, the triangle looking button, that's the home and attack button. So I'm guessing the bottom, the green circle button is what, the boost? And then the one above it, I don't know what that is. And then there's like two here. It's like a chat and something else. I don't know. Oh, the bottom is jump. Okay, that makes sense. What was that? Oh, those are the enemy. Oh, yeah, okay. So is there a way to see what other people's points are mid-game? Because I know it shows your rank, but it doesn't show like who's creeping up on you. If you're first, you want to know who's second and how close they are to you, so you can like keep trying basically and not get complacent. Bradley, you getting up to Onkias soon. You getting up to Onkias soon, you know. You getting up there too. When you're playing with real people, when you walk by them, it shows you how many points they have. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. At least I get a GTA in my 20s. Okay, fine. You get one GTA in your 20s, and you're not going to see another one until like 40. So, either way. At least I got... Fucking hell. Man. No GTA in my fucking 20s, man. That's so fucking lame. At least I got GTA 5 after I turned 18. Like, right after. Like, the shit came out, like, right after I turned 18. And then no more until 30. Man, if you had told me back when I turned 18 there wasn't gonna be another GTA till I was 30, I would have been fucking mad. I wouldn't have even believed it, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't have believed that shit. But, I mean, I grew up in the 2000s. We were getting GTAs every other year. Like, they were just coming out. So no one expected that shit when 5 came out, that was gonna be like it for a while. Lava Mountain Ring Battle. Also, it definitely is Lost World. Bradley said GTA 5 came out after I turned 13. Oh god, that's when we got 4. Around the time I was 13. That was 08, right? Oh my god, they ruined this song. Yeah, they ruined this. Nah, the original one had the dubstep shit in it, was fire. They ruined this song. You know, I don't want to champion, you know, Sega being lazy, but sometimes when you hear some of these remixes, you just go like, you would have been better off just using the original song. Like, just like straight copy paste. Temsy, I was talking to Temsy on Discord. He said he heard was it the Seaside Hill remix in this game, and he was like, oh, now I'm looking forward to the Heroes remake because he liked the song. And I was like, man, if they put this fucking shit in a Heroes remake, I fucking swear. Like, no. Like, no. Like when the Heroes remake drops, if it's still happening, don't fucking remix the music. I don't need a fucking remix of the music, okay? I don't need that shit. Just copy-paste the music. Copy-paste the voice acting. Certain shit just gotta stay the same, okay? So, I don't need to Otani, dubstep, EDMFI, Seaside Hill. I don't need that. Copy-paste. Control-C, Control-V. It's your one opportunity to be lazy. Don't blow it, okay? I don't want a mod to get the original music back. I don't need that shit. The final round will be an all-out competition for the most rings, okay? So the first match was get to the end. The second was like get points off of destroying flowers. Now it's get the most rings. Okay. Aim for the top by smashing rocks and attacking your opponents for rings. Why not both original and remix? I don't know. I feel like when you're remaking a game, you don't have to remake the music. It makes sense when you're getting a game from like, the consoles where they were limited with the sound selection. Like if it was on a fucking SNES and all the games are the same fucking sounds, it makes sense to remake it. The music in Sonic Heroes is real like rock music and shit that was composed. It was not limited by like some sound font of a Sega Genesis chip where it's like we have to do the music again. It's not. There was no limitation to the music, right? You could argue with like SA1, you'd have to redo the voice acting because the sound quality wasn't there. But by Heroes, they had pretty much figured out the recording sound quality for the voice acting, and the music was fine since SA1, like sonically. No pun intended. So I just don't see the point. Like, oh, we have to do the music again. It's like, no, you don't. Just leave it, right? Most of the people buying a Sonic Heroes remake, let's be real, this game is 20 plus years old, for starters. A lot of Sonic fans are younger than that, for seconds. And for third, they haven't re-released it. So the game is so old now, they don't even know most of those songs unless they're hardcore Sonic fans and have been paying attention to old Sonic game soundtracks. If they blew up, or if they came into Sonic watching the fucking movies, the first one was 2020? Let's say you were 10 in 2020 and you fell in love with Sonic because of the movies. You were born in 2010. There was no GOAT for you to play. By the time they use the same songs on the remake, it's new to them anyway. There's no need to remake it. Are you remaking it for me? You're definitely not remaking it for me because I don't want it. So you're not remaking it for the new kids. You're not remaking it for who are you making it for? There's no reason to. Alright, so destroying balloons to get points. Oh wait, no, this is about getting rings. So okay, so what do the points do then? Or are the points just the same as the points? You got the same amount of points as rings here. So, oh, lava will rise. Okay, so you gotta get higher. And we get much higher, so high. The lava's gonna rise again. So can you like do some like? Can you do some like? Some Sonic Riders type shit where you can like boost into someone or like make them lose their rings. Like, can I attack someone who's got more rings than me and be like, make them take a hit? Is it like combative like that, or are you kind of stuck? Someone said Bullet Station's music is poorly mixed. Hey, look, we're not going into that debate, okay? Bullet Station music is fine. That shit fire, okay? And besides, even if that was the case, which I don't believe it to be the case, they probably still have their recording sessions, You could go in and change some levels, right? You've got, like, track outs. You could be, like, turn down the drums, turn up the guitar. You could do that. I don't need a re-recording, though. I don't need that, okay? Especially if it's not Jun Sonoe. Like, if it's, we're just gonna get Otani to just remake the shit, like, we just don't need it, okay? If it's an option and we could just still flick on the original, but with no extra charge, cool. It doesn't make a difference then. I guess just do what you want. It does mean that when you watch someone play the game, they might play the new music, but aside from that, I don't see the need. The game is not too old that the music is dated, and not too recent that people are tired of the music, because not enough people have played it anyway. So it's like, what are we remaking it for? I don't see the point. You remake an old game to update it graphically and, maybe presentation, maybe add new features, maybe correct some things that were like old game design that were common at the time that are not common now. Like, allowing you to like, I don't know, for example, like cutscenes. Like a lot of old games, like you press one button on the controller, the cutscene skips and that's it. But nowadays they have that like hold to skip cutscenes so you can't accidentally skip. So things like that. re-rendering the cutscenes, obviously you'd have to, yeah, like you would remake the CGI cutscenes to be like, you know, higher res. That's like a thing you would do. But like, remake the music? Why? You could make an argument for voice acting simply because, oh, we want it to be in line with the new cast. I still think they shouldn't do that. Leave it alone. But you could make an argument just because of consistency. But even then, when they did the Colors remaster, they brought back Kate Higgins instead of just using Colleen. Like, they brought her back for new clips. So, if they were able to maintain integrity for the Wisp game, they should be able to maintain integrity for the GOAT. I'm just saying. Bradley, they come for the sidetracking, okay? That's part of it. It's part of the experience. A lot of people dislike the shiny models. Yeah, they can keep disliking it. I want them to stay shiny. I want my shiny shit. Although, having skins wouldn't be the worst idea. Like, I've been saying this. Look, I still need to make my Heroes Remake video. But, like, there's no reason why you can't have, like, skins. Like, the way we have mods. Like, if you want to have, like, the SA2 models and Heroes as, like, a set of skins. Like, that's the only thing I would accept paying extra money for. If there were skin packs, right? SA2 models, put that in there. Like, that's a pack. SA1 models, that's a pack. You know, type shit like that. You know, I could go there. But, like, there's got to be a limit when it comes to, like, changing things and not giving you the option to do it the original way. Okay. How did he just get 300 points? What was that? So what is that? What does that thing do? That power up there with the star. That was 100 points. Where did those rings even come from? God, them forces OCs, my god. My god. Alright, so that's the final ranking. 828,088, okay. Plus DLC for Heroes Remake. Oh, an encore mode for the Heroes Remake would go hard. Like, I remember I covered a mod on my channel. Those of you who follow the Heroes mods. It was like Seaside Hill at Night. I forgot what I called the video, but it was like Seaside Hill at Night. There was a few encore stage mods for Heroes that I covered. I was like, yeah, an encore mode for Heroes would be great. I would love to see that. It's a slight change, but it's a nice thing to have as a bonus, you know? So I would definitely want to see that. There's another thing they could do as a bonus, but they're not going to do it. But it's just like, now that we spitball and like reverse the level, you know, like there was a Sonic Generations mod that I covered years ago. It was called Sonic Backerations, where you like start the level and then make it to where the goal ring is, but there's no goal ring there. And then the level like reverses and you got to make it back to the beginning of the level. So if there was like a reverse, like start where the goal is and then like make it back to the beginning. I mean, you have to move a few things around to make it work, but it's just like play the levels in reverse. I mean, these are things they could have done with the original game just to spice it up, but like to see that in like a remake, that would be cool. They're not gonna do it, but you know. Bradley said maybe I should finish my Heroes Remake. Yeah, Bradley, you should. But I'm sure you're too busy thinking about your Doom Eternal discussions and shit, so you haven't gotten around to it, have you? Now you've got a bunch of rings too. You can buy items, so keep. Let's see what we can buy. Get Shadow. Oh, okay, here we go. The money grabbing shit. How much Shadow costs? Well, we're at 50 million rings or some shit. Okay, he's not getting Shadow now. Okay, so we're gonna have to skim through this. Okay, Okay, so this is an actual match, so not bots. So, oh, Seaside. Okay, yeah. Seaside Hill. This Cosby Show theme song, like saxophone type shit. What's the Cosby Show? What is Prim talking about? I've never heard of that. Did that come out in 2015? Comedians are level in heroes that's not Seaside Hill. Haven't you heard? Seaside Hill is like the Green Hill of the spin-offs, man. Like, they established that one years ago. Wait, why did that spring not work? Does it auto run? Like, did you see Metal Sonic on that loop? What the fuck was that? Wait, I'm not on there. Hold on. I thought I was on a player. he just went through the loop. It is a beta, so I'll let them off. The game works to controls like the backbone. And when you said backbone, I just remembered that I had a backbone. I literally forgot that I had one. When Crash Team Rumble came out, I bought a backbone to play it. And since I haven't played Crash Team Rumble in a while, I kind of forgot I had one. No auto run, but the loops and grind rails are automate. I expected as such. Why not Final Fortress or Grand Metropolis? I mean, if we talking GOAT stages, like, Egg Fleet needs more love for sure. For sure. What's up, Toxic? Green Hill Survival. Avoid the Death Egg Robot. Evade the Death Egg Robot while the platform shrinks. Fall 2 times and you're out. You get to fall twice? The fuck is this, man? Casino Park needs love. I didn't strike you for Casino Park fan. I know a lot of people hate on the casino and bingo highway levels. I never hated them. Man, I want to play Heroes now. See what you guys have got me doing. I gotta charge up my Steam Deck now. Rip. That's you gone. I'm surprised they give you 2 tries on that, man. Like, 1 try you out. What are we wasting time for? 2 tries? Yo, Mesa donated $1. Thanks for the support. You said this game is so awesome. What is Sega doing? Hope you're good. Hopefully I'll catch you again at the Sonic Symphony this year. I said I'm not going to the Symphony again until Johnny shows up. Like, you know, Johnny was showing up to the American shit. He wasn't coming to the UK. I'm just saying, like, we need some love too. Like, if Johnny comes, then I have to go. Chemical Plant Ring Battle. So we done our Green Hill. Time for our Chemical Plant. What is that Forces remix? Oh shit. Oh shit! And then no, not that Johnny, the GOAT Johnny. I'm okay. I mean, I like Song Call Me Johnny, but I mean, like, you know the Johnny I mean. Which one is the real Sonic? I don't know, but he should please stand up. I don't know. Wait, I don't even know what we're doing. Oh, collect the most rings. Okay. Heroic loin. Oh, I say loin. Lion Gamer donated $2. Said I played it and I think it's better than Fall Guys. Do you think it's better than Fall Guys because it's Sonic, or do you think it's better than Fall Guys because it's actually better than Fall Guys? Like, what things would you say it does better than Fall Guys? Is my question. Mesa donated another $1. It was honestly a pleasure seeing you at the last one. I was saying to my girlfriend that I was looking out for you when I saw you. I lost my ear. She actually pointed you out. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, that was a while ago, right? It was like September, right? Almost a year ago. It was a good while ago. Why does the sax work so well for this? It surprisingly does. I mean, look, I didn't even hate the song Enforces. I didn't hate the song Enforces, but like this sax is kind of going ham. I mean, the drums are kind of basic and generic, but like the sax, I feel like you could make a perfect version of that song if you mix the sax from this version and like the drums from the Forces version. What position did he get? Hold on. Oh, he won. Oh no, he's 8th. Game looks very locked in 8 directions, straight lines. Looks like it feels jarring. I definitely feel like, and I think this is probably going to be my final thoughts on the game once I finish the footage. I feel like it's one of those games that feels held back by being a mobile game, right? You don't really feel that when you play like Sonic Runners. You don't feel that way because it's a tap to jump game. It's designed for mobile. It's simple. You tap, you jump, and then, you know, it's very simple. This is like full control. It's got multiple buttons, just like Dream Team. It's like when you start doing the analog control and multiple button shit, you kind of just want it to be a regular console game or PC game or whatever. Especially now in the handheld era with the Steam Decks and shit, it's like if they had just said, let's make this a console game and like bumped up the graphics a bit more, used a bit more of a Generations-y art style, and like focused a bit more on physics and shit like that, this could have been crazy. But I know because it's online, they know that if we put it on the phone, it will get like that wider audience of phone players and iPad players and shit like that. So I see why they went the phone route for the accessibility and the online, because I mean, Crash Team Rumble was a game that I loved. Anyone who followed my non-Sonic channel knows I loved Crash Team Rumble. I was riding hard for that game when people were just like dismissing it. But because it was a console game, and more importantly because they charged up front for it, it didn't have the online support that it needed, and it was riddled with bots. And it became a case of you're not going to win because you're going to get lumped up with bots and lose to people that don't have bots on their team. And it made it annoying. But with a phone game that's free, you put Sonic's face on it and it's free to download on the App Store and the Play Store, it's going to have tons of players just because of that. So it's going to be alive longer than a Crash Team Rumble simply because they didn't opt to put it on the consoles. You know? But if they could find a way to like connect the two, like make a console version and still have this version, and, you know, I don't know, like maybe beef up the graphics for the console version, maybe touch up the physics on both versions, and like unify the whole shit, then it could be really crazy. But right now, it feels like the budget of it's a phone game is what's gonna hold it back for me. Because when you want a phone game, you want it to be like, this is made for the phone. You don't want it to feel like I could just play this on a console, but I can't because you've limited it to the phone. Crash Team Rumble should have been free to play. Oh yeah, should have definitely been free to play, but they got greedy. Because like, if people had played it, they would have liked it. I think most people would have enjoyed it. But by charging for it, you limited it to only people that were willing to cough up the dough first. Even the I think they had a demo that you could play before it came out, and even that, I think you had to pay for the game first. Although they did have a few free trials at some point, but you know. Someone said, in my opinion, it's held back by lack of maps. They only use Classic Zones, Lost World, and Starlight Carnival. The actual gameplay is fine, better than Fall Guys. A lot of people are saying better than Fall Guys. That's interesting. I feel like my memory of playing Fall Guys is faint because I barely played it. I did stream it a few times, but I think because it looked beautiful, I think I overlooked how basic the gameplay was because I only played it a few times. But like when I look at this, it doesn't feel better than Fall Guys because it looks uglier. But in reality, it's a graphical thing. In terms of the onlys and Classic Zones, They did use Seaside Hill, Starlight Carnival, multiple Lost World zones. You know, so it's not just classic, but you know how they are when it comes to classic. That's their rock. That's their go-to. That's their right hand. That's their go-to. Tell me everything about you. That's a bold move. I know the shit out here and the things you gotta go through. Just know that these streets just don't love you like I do. Alright, so Shadow was 5,000 rings, but all of these are 50. How are these 50,000 but Shadow is 5? He's better than all of them. That don't make sense. Oh, those are like skins. Okay. Grind Shoes Sonic. Is that the SA2 shit? Detective Tales, Business Tycoon Rouge, DJ Vector. Okay. Yo, what's up, Jaden? The game is mid, but it's not as bad as I said at first. Okay, so what would you do to improve the game then? Like, the game's coming out, they said, like, fall or winter, right? What would you tell them if you could tell them to fix something? Crystal Zavok? Why would you want Crystal Zavok? Riders Amy, Riders Eggman. Riders Eggman? Do we get Dean Bristow voice clips on that then? Are there any voice clips in this? They need to add voice clips to this for real. 60 FPS, make it faster, PC port, more Sonic-like minigames. What would be a more Sonic-like minigame? Like, give me an example. Alright, so it looks like the base characters are cheap, but like the skins are more expensive. I wonder how much they're gonna bump the rates of these things once the full game is out. And they're like really trying to juice people. I've really lost my voice today, man. I need some like grinding mini games or something. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because it's a phone game and you're not gonna have the full control of a controller guaranteed. I could see why they didn't put like more heavy things like on the grinding, because like you could have done something crazy. You know, you could have had SA2 style grinding in there and it's like balance on the rails, last one to 4 wins or some shit like that, you know, and you could like literally have to do the balancing thing you did in SA2. But I don't know if they wanted to go that complicated, you know, because the kids would struggle and die. I don't know, but it would have been fun. So you got Knuckles, Rouge, Silver, Cream, Vector, Eggman, Metal, Zavok. Why are they called skins though? They're characters, right? They're not skins. A skin is like Riders, Amy, or some shit. Alright, we got Effects, Ruffston Lease, Rainbow, Musical Notes, Streak, Eggy, Omo Chow, Hero Chow, Breakdance, or Emotes. Okay, so those are buddies. So I don't know what the effects on the buddies actually do. Is it like the Runner's Companions? They give you something? Emotes, Breakdance, Energy Ball, Burrow, World Famous Treasure Hunter, Charge, Heroes reference? They all play the same, even Eggman Home Attacks, so they're skins. Yeah, I guess I know what you mean, but I mean, they are characters though. Even if they play the same, they're still like characters, you know. At least no Whis. No Whis for now. Kung Fu Stance, Thumbs Up, Jump for Joy, Rage, Warm Up, Guaranteed Skin, and it's some Forces OC. Of course it's guaranteed. No one wants that shit. Sticker, Dash, Sonic, Tailcopter, Ready to Brawl, Angry Amy, so basically Amy, Jewel Lover Rouge, so basically Rouge, OK Sonic, so basically Frontiers, Confused Tails, so basically I'm sorry. Eggman and Metal Sonic. Happy Sad. Someone said, Prem, upload more news videos. No one cares about live streams or all this filler content. I will call it filler if I don't like it. That way, it is really filler. If I do like it, it's not filler. When I make news videos, some people say that's filler because they're waiting on the next AI meme video and I haven't made one in this amount of months. Everyone's different, right? I can't make news videos out of thin air if there ain't no news, okay? The only news that's been relevant recently, well, aside from the the thing I talked about here, which was kind of interesting. The only news that's been here is that they dropped a new game, which we couldn't play, so now we're reacting to it. This is the news. Just say you don't like the news. Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a messenger for the Sonic. I don't make the games. Don't be mad at me when the games aren't the games you like, okay? Because, like, let's face it. It's the end of May. June is around the corner. E3 season, even though it's not E3 anymore because Jeff Keighley murdered E3 and kept the blood in a wooden container in his room like he's Dexter. But E3 season is coming with Summer Game Fest, and you know we're gonna see Sonic movie trailer. You know we're gonna see gameplay for Sonic X Shadow Generations because multiple things are pointing to it. We're gonna get news. Until then, you gonna sit down and you gonna rumble, okay? If I have to get Michael Buffer down here himself for us to let's get ready to rumble, we're gonna rumble, okay? Time to get your twin brother out of time. He just did a stream, Bradley. Relax. Ooh, let me see these stages. Hold on, what was that? Sky Sanctuary Run, okay. Starlight Carnival Run 2. So there's 2 Starlight Carnivals. Green Hill Run. Seaside. It's a lot of run. Chemical Plant Run. Starlight Carnival Run. Frozen Factory Run. Ugh. Considering this game is live service and it's online only, I don't see it lasting too long. Especially after what happened to Runners. That's different though. Runners came out during the drought. This is during the peak of like Sonic popularity in a long time. Movie 3 gonna drop. Shadow's gonna be in here. They might even put in a movie Shadow skin. People will play this. Because it's kind of like Crash Team Rumble, but it's actually free to play and it's on mobile. Every kid with a tablet who likes Sonic will play this. This is like what Flash games were like to us in the 2000s. Like when your parents wouldn't buy you every fucking console and game, so you had to make do with playing Sonic Zone and Ultimate Flash Sonic and shit like that. This is that for them. It's like your parents ain't buying you every fucking console, but you know you can whip out their iPad that they've had for like 10 years, and this game will still run on it because graphically it looks like shit. This is what that is for them, right? That's why they designed the graphics to look this shit, because they know that hardcore Sonic fans who might have, you know, got jobs and gotten older and can afford recent iPhones and recent Android phones, they would want graphics better than this. But that kid with that iPad that their mother bought before they were even born, some 2012 ass iPad, they need that to run this shit. What's up, Marshall, with a $1 donation? It's really nice seeing you streaming in here and on your main channel. It's been a minute. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while. Honestly, I'm just getting back into it, I guess. Bradley said, I know my 6-year-old nephew's gonna love this. This would be a good game to play like while listening to music. You just turn off the in-game shit and just put on like an album and just kind of just be like, you listen to a new album but you want to do something because you don't want to just sit still listening to music. Put something like this on, right? Flogan Kais donated $1 and said, people are somehow forgetting that Runners was extremely popular early on but got killed due to extreme monetization and costing dozens of dollars in red rings. Also, the Amy 10 Facebook friends. Runners was not extremely popular though. I think people are overestimating the popularity of Runners. Runners was nowhere near as big as Dash, which at that point Dash was recent. Dash was 2013. So then Runners came out 2015, and it was nowhere near as big as Dash. It was more so close to Dash 2 in terms of popularity, and even Dash 2 surpassed Runners. The Dash name was so huge that even Dash 2 couldn't live up to Dash 1, and they basically kept updating Dash 1. Does Dash 2 even get updates anymore? I don't know. But yeah, Dash was such a hit for Sega that Runners just didn't do the numbers required. That's why they canned it after a year. Because, I mean, you could say, oh, they canned it because it was too money-grabbing. But they could have just reduced the money-grabbingness and people will come back, right? The fact of the matter is, it wasn't as big as Dash. Because Dash was capitalizing off of the most popular games you had on phones at the time. Temple Run, Jetpack Joyride. the keep going until you run out of time type shit. You know, just keep going on and on and on and on. And Dash is basically like Temple Run. And I think Runners was trying to be the 2D version of that. But it just didn't get as big. Am I gonna play Multiverses? I already covered that on the Non-Sonic channel. But I mean, they shut that game off, right? They said they were gonna release it later or something. I don't know if it's out now. I think they just burned the fan of too much of the slot mechanic. You couldn't just buy the characters you wanted, you had to win them. I mean, no one is disagreeing about the money-grabbing nature of Runners, but it still was nowhere near as big as Dash. And I don't think it would have been if it was less money-grabbing. I think it just wasn't as big because Dash came at the right time. 2013, the mobile game scene was still fresh. For a big titan like Sega to like coming early and just like take it and like make a Temple Run but Sonic, they kind of just swooped in at the right time. You know, Runners was I think Runners was the best Sonic mobile game, right? But I just don't, maybe they didn't promote it hard, I don't know. It just didn't have the buzz. See, now I miss Runners, man. All these things are getting decompiled. Can we decompile Runners, please? Can I just, like, decompile that and just, like, get an APK that doesn't rely on a server? I don't know. I don't know, man, because, like, now I'm thinking about Runners. Alright, collect the most rings. I literally just realized that when they jump, they don't jump in a ball. They have, like, regular just jumps. I think the homing attack is a ball, but, like, the jump isn't a ball. Runner's been decompiled, has a fan version. No, but the fan version still relies on connecting to a server, doesn't it? I'm talking about, like, offline use. Like, just put the APK on my phone. Let's say I'm on the train for half an hour. I just want to take the APK out knowing that there's no signal in the London Underground and just be able to play some Runners and just see if I can beat my score. Not like some fan-made server that I have to connect to. The fan version has an offline practice mode now, so that you got no signal when it still runs. I might have to check that out then. Is it a decompilation or is it like a fan remake or something? Alright, so Sonic Overtime was third here. Decompilation using the original. Okay, someone gotta link me this because now you're getting me excited. By earning XP as you play, you can level up and earn rewards. Once you pick up your rewards, let's step it up and play again. So, we got a sticker, which is basically a logo. Okay, here we go. The Battle Pass. Okay, what have we got? So, on the free tier, you get a bunch of bronze medals. And then on the premium tier, which costs 100 red star rings, of which we have got 0, you get supposedly better shit. I'm assuming it's better shit, right? Remember you said you're gonna stream Final Horizon Cyberspace at some point? About that, let's see. Where's the music? About that, they announced this. I was gonna cover it in a video, but it wasn't enough for 8 minutes. Izuka has been confirmed as a special guest at upcoming Summer Games Showcase IGN Live, taking place between 7th and 9th June. The mini convention, hosted by IGN, will also stage an in-depth interview with the franchise's chief, Izuka. I'm guessing this is probably going to be after we've seen some gameplay of Sonic X Shadow Generations. But if we do stream this event, I could do like some Frontier shit before it, you know, at the build-up, you know. June's looking to be interesting. Let's just put it that way. June's looking to be interesting. So we can catch up on shit like that, basically. Cyberspace. Because I haven't played Frontiers in... When was the last time I played Frontiers? Oh, yeah, I covered a mod in February, right? Yeah, I did cover a mod in February. So aside from that, I haven't played in a while, but I did do a mod in February. So it's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah. They're working on a PC port of the Sonic Runners Revival. Hold on, let me see. I thought Runners Revival was a fan game. Let me see. Let me see. Fan-made server. Yeah, I know about. Yeah, that's a server. I don't know if this is like a full port though. Is it? I don't know. Alright, so these are all the different characters. Sonic 2? Oh, that's just more Sonic. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna watch all of that though. We got all stages here. We'll probably go through the stages. I do want to see the characters though. What characters are being used here? Okay, yeah, we got other characters here. So this is the Lava Mountain Run. The Honesty compilation is polished, so someone with technical knowledge will probably put it on PC eventually. But yeah, I guess if there's demand. I know someone is decompiling Advanced 2, I believe. I saw that somewhere. I'm looking forward to that. Because that means we could get like widescreen, high refresh rate. Oh my. The Steam Deck is going to be so goated, man. Like, when I could put the Advanced Trilogy decompiled on there with widescreen, 90 Hz on the Steam Deck, 144 on the Legion Go, that's gonna be crazy to play those games like that smooth. Because I feel like Advanced 3 had some frame dips, and that was my favorite one. So to get that but smooth, but we still need that Heroes decompilation though, for sure. Heroes, Sonic Adventure Dreamcast, SA2 Dreamcast, at some point 06 Unleashed. The moment we get an 06 PC port, man, like a decompilation, I will literally go crazy. Like, when that video dropped, when you see that video in my inbox, in your inbox, at some point in the next decade or so, I don't know when they do it, 06 has gotten a decompiled PC port, high refresh rate, fast load, it's the same game. That video is gonna go crazy. You're gonna see a level of excitement that you don't usually see from me, right? I know I'm usually very excited about things that are Sonic related. I'm never like depressed at all, but you're gonna see a level of excitement that's unprecedented. Okay, like you're just gonna see it. Who said Heroes doesn't need a decomp? What do you mean Heroes doesn't need a decomp? Can you buy Heroes on PC right now? Brand new, digital? What do you mean it doesn't need a decomp? Have you played that PC port? Talk about it doesn't need a decomp. Have you seen the controller support for Heroes PC? Talk about it doesn't need a decomp. What's the best way to play Heroes? Like, is it easier to just set up the PC port, or should I just throw it into Dolphin? It's easier to just play it on Dolphin. You get the best version of the game, and it's on emulator. But I'm stubborn and I prefer PC port because if it's on PC, I want to play the PC port. You know, you can set up the PC port, but you're going to need certain fan-made fixes to get it to run properly. You know, I've already set it up, so it's fine for me, but for those who haven't, it's just easier to run on ROM. Alright. I was gonna skip this stage, but I kind of like this song now. I'm not gonna lie, they went ham on the sax. They went ham on the sax. Riders as well. Oh my, Riders. Riders got a PC port as well, but that needs a decompilation. Oh my god, Riders, man. High refresh rate on Riders would be crazy. Oh my god, Riders. Alright, those of you who follow decompilations, do you guys hear about the N64 thing? They're basically, they made a tool that can just decompile any N64 game like way quicker than it would actually take, which usually it takes years, but now they're doing it in like a day. You still need some technical knowledge to set it up though, but I believe they did Majora's Mask and some other games. Which probably means in the coming months we will see that Mario Kart 64 decompilation on PC. And of course F-Zero X, which are the two that I really want from N64. And hopefully GoldenEye as well. Like, those are the three I really need. Give me those three. Because we already got Super Mario 64, that was years ago. But like, I need that Mario Kart 64 decompilation because that's like... When people say like nostalgia bias, I don't really have crazy nostalgia bias for games unless it's like something I played with friends. Like multiplayer shit. Mario Kart 64 was like... That and DS was like the peak of nostalgia for me. Like shit I played with friends and the family growing up. I need that shit. PC port. Like, I need it. Mario Party as well. Oh yeah. Just decompile the whole shit. And the best part is Nintendo can't take it down because, you know, there's no assets, right? I mean, they'll still try to, of course, they're Nintendo. But it'll be downloaded by then. So this is Silver gameplay. Yeah, they gotta sort the camera angles on that pole shit. Yeah, you need the ROM for assets, basically. So, they'll give you the code and shit, and then you have to add your own ROM to build it. I mean, obviously, the people that compile the ROM with the download, those ones can get taken down. You know, the easiest ones to set up. The ones where you have to build it yourself with your ROM, technically, they shouldn't be able to take them down. But Nintendo Ninjas are the craziest, so... So this is Frozen Factory Run. I think we did see this stage before. Seeing Sonic not curl into a ball when he jumps is still jarring. It just feels wrong. I guess they just saved it for the double jump. I wish I had him playing that out. It's been on my mind for a while. Kishimoto's been quiet on Twitter. I mean, it makes sense. What's he gonna talk about? You can't start snitching on Frontiers 2, which is probably what he's working on. They're probably not gonna call it that, but Midori confirmed that they were working on it, so that's probably what he's doing. Probably not much to snitch on yet. Imagine a Mario Sunshine decomp. Oh shit, when the Galaxy games get decomped though, oof, that's gonna be good. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Mario Kart DS, oh my. When DS gets decomped, oh. That's nostalgia right there. When DS gets decomped. Oh, when DS gets decomped. Oh, God. I'm so ready for that. Do you know what they need to do when they decomp these Mario Kart games? They gotta do like what Sonic 3 Air does, where you have the mod menu inside the main game. You gotta have like a setting, like a separate page on the game where you can add all your custom maps into like a separate like page, so you don't have to keep loading in mods. So if you got like 50 like custom maps for Mario Kart 64, just have them like lined up, built into the game, so you could just load up all those custom tracks and play them like whenever. Oh my god. Decompilations, man. Mario Kart Wii and 7 on nostalgia for you. Yeah, I mean, I was too old by the time 7 came out. I mean, I still enjoyed it. But 7 really bothered me because it was too fucking slow. I don't know what they did with 7, but they made it so slow. Like, at first I thought I was just crazy. But then I compared Waluigi Pinball in 7 to DS, and I was like, no, this is slower. This is actually slower. It's funny how this is less automated than Colors. Like, in colors, this shit was just like, it played itself. The main game she played was Mario Bros. Wii, Super Mario Bros. Oh yeah, new Super Mario Bros. DS, a decomp for that. Sonic Rush decomp, oh my god. I need these decomps, man. I'm getting to that age where I'm like, fuck all the new shit. Just start decompiling the goats. Like, seriously. I'm still gonna play new games, but like, nowadays they be getting too like cocky with the games and just like doing the bare minimum. Especially these AAA devs, like they just be caught in so many corners. I be getting more excited for like indie shit and decompilations and shit like that. Sonic Rush Hour happens to switch between 2 screens, so it's like the tiniest window ever on P. Well, yeah, if they decompile it, they have to make it 1 screen. That'll be like the first thing they change. Bounce off the cloud trampolines to get going, okay. This was a Lost World level, wasn't it? The cloud shit. Tropical Coast. Storybook games decomp. Oh, if we get a Secret Rings decomp that works in regular controls, I think you can do that in emulator anyway. But I would love a Secret Rings decomp. I think Secret Rings was held back by the motion controls for sure, because I put it over Black Knight. Black Knight, I feel like its benefit was, oh, it doesn't have the motion control shit, which fair point. But Secret Rings was more interesting to me for sure. So like a decomp of that, but you could just play it normally. But yeah, I think for me, obviously, the #1 is that Heroes decomp, right? Oh, our first 2D section. Oh, it's gone now. Secret Ring still sucks even with normal controls on Dolphin. I wouldn't say it sucks. I have a soft spot for Secret Rings. Oh, now we're getting into the 2D. Run from the giant chopper. Gets away from the chopper. Rival, you see? The chat knows what I'm talking. Rivals decomps. We got these. I got a Steam Deck OLED. It is OLED. Okay. Rivals 1 and 2 decompiled on OLED on the go. High refresh rate. Add online to the multiplayer. Rivals 2 multiplayer is some of the best fucking multiplayer in the entire franchise. I don't care what anyone says. Rivals 2 multiplayer is so fucking underrated. No one talks about it. Rivals 2 multiplayer online would have gone so crazy. People aren't ready for that conversation. Rivals 2 has some of the best has some of the best multiplayer, had some of the best voice acting in the entire fucking series. People sleep on that shit. Oh my god. Just decompile everything, man. Not like I'm gonna rely on Sega with their Heroes remake and start making changes and weird things that shouldn't be there. Oh, we've added Wish to the Heroes remake. Team Yaka. No, Izuka. No. Cue that one Kendrick clip where he's saying no. You've never played Rivals? You can use the PPS SPP emulator. But because the game originally shipped in 30 FPS, you need to do like a emulator hack to get it to run at 60 frames. It's not that hard. You have to only set up once, but you do have to set up if you want 60. We've added tail safe to Heroes even though he's on Team Sonic. Oh yeah, they're definitely removing lives. They're definitely gonna do that. The amount of hero streams I've watched from people, you know, like casuals, who game overed on like, you know, Final Fortress or whatever level, and they got so frustrated and started hating on the game because their game over had to start level from the beginning. They're gonna remove lives. I've kind of made peace with that one, but I still wish there was like a original mode where they don't do that. But you know Sega, one size fits all. Alright, which other characters we got? Let's just kind of skim through these. Sky Sanctuary team. The first team to score 6 goals. I think we saw this as well, actually. Thoughts on Drake v Kendrick? Oh, you're gonna have to look up my Premier stream for that, because I already went into that on there. But you know I ride with Drake, though. You know that. I mean, I fuck with both of them, but, you know. I was just listening to Thank Me Later today. Like, I walked to the shop, I had Thank Me Later on, I was like, yep, this is my shit. I wonder if the tutorial for Team Rose would get removed. In terms of Team Rose, you could have a simple question, like when you start Team Rose, do you want to see the tutorial? Yes or no? Simple as that. You say yes, it takes you to Seagate. You say no, it doesn't. In fact, I would argue you do that for all 4 teams. You give them all the tutorial, and just before it starts, because not everyone's going to pick Team Rose first. So all of them have a tutorial, and then before it starts, like when you select them on story mode, do you want to access the tutorial? Yes, no. You press no, cool. Simple as that. I don't think they need to complicate that. Why Team Rose? Well, I think because, like, if you listen to Omo Chow in the menu, he says Team Rose is intended for beginners. But the problem with that is that it's a Sonic game and people want to play as the Sonic first and foremost. So even though Team Rose is the beginner team, everyone goes to Team Sonic first. So it's like, it's a bit late for a tutorial now. Alright, so we've seen Avoid the Death Egg, we've seen this one already. Frozen Factory team. Nobody's gonna play Team Rose. Team Rose actually might get played less in the remake. Because in the original game, a lot of people moved to Team Rose when they were struggling with Team Sonic or Team Dark. It's like, oh, I'm dying on Team Sonic, let me play some Rose. But now in the remake, when they ditch the lives and do some bullshit tail save shit, people won't even struggle with Team Sonic anymore, because it's like, fall into the pit on Final Fortress, you got 50 million lives. You just brute force it. You don't need to play Team Rose anymore. I still like Team Rose. I still play it occasionally, even though I can beat Team Dark, A rank, everything. But it's like, obviously I love the game, so I play all the team. I play KLX. So, but Rose might become the least played team now that they're gonna like remove the lives and shit. Watch it go from 99 save files to 1. That's the one thing I'll never understand about Heroes. They had so much confidence in the game that they said, nah, you're gonna need 99 save files because you're gonna play it so many times, you're gonna get your friends to play it, you're gonna get your nieces and nephews to play it, your kids to play it, your parents to play it, everyone. But then they capped each save file at 99 hours. Like, no, you're gonna have 99 files, but you're not gonna play more than 100 hours. Are you crazy? Like, what kind of logic was that? 99 files? But then cap each file at 19. It's so annoying. So I got save files I had 99 hours. I'm like, this shit should be at like 3,000 by now. And the data is just gone. Low-key, I wonder if the data is actually stored. Like, is there like a file in the Heroes like folder that actually stores the real number, like 3,000 hours, but then only shows 99? Or is it really just capped at 99? Is the data still like there somewhere? I don't know. Which Sonic game has the best OST for me? 06 for sure. 06. It's 06, then Adventure Games and Rush. Definitely 06 and Adventure Games for sure. Those are the top. Those are like the top 3. They wanted you to replay it 99 times. The thing about Heroes is that, like, there's no reason to create a new file unless you're 100%ing again. Because it's not like others, it's not like Unleashed, right? You have to create a new file if you want to experience the story and everything again because of the hub world stuff. Heroes, you can go on a completed save file, go on story mode, select Team Sonic, go to the beginning, and it's just like a fresh file. I don't need a second file unless I'm doing a whole 100% run again. So it's like almost pointless to have more than one file unless you want to have like a, this is for mods, this is like my main file, you know, or this is for a friend. So it really is so silly that they would cap the files in 99 hours. That they wouldn't anticipate that people might play a game for longer than that. But you thought we'd need 99 save files? I don't know what they were thinking with that. That's the first thing that's got to be fixed on a decompilation. Unlock the file timer. Like, what were they thinking? Oh, was that Knuckles with the skin, the hat thing? Let me rewind that. Okay, yeah. Where would I rank Unleashed OST? Man, I think I had a whole like list of this somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. I did a tier list like this before. I think I saved it, but I don't know if I... Oh, this is a different Starlight Carnival. Oh, Ring Battle. Oh, this one actually looks nice. I like this. That's a good thing to bring out. Why does Heroes have 99 individual save files and Origins has 1 per character? And you have to reset it to replay the game. Oh, is I didn't even know Origins does that. But yeah, I mean, gaming companies are weird when it comes to save data. Save files are like kilobytes. I don't know why they be so stingy with them. Well, I'm trying to find this tier list if it's still there. Yeah, I don't know if I still got it here. Hold on, I have one here. It's from 2019, so it might be dated. Let's see what's on here. Actually, let's see. This is from 2019. Do I agree with this list still? S plus 06 Mania. Okay, I think Mania was still new, so I put it over the adventure games. I would have to put Adventure 1 above Mania. I'll definitely have to do that. And SA2 is only an S, but that should be in... That should be S plus, right? SA2 should be S plus. I feel like. Why is Forces an S? The game was still new. I was probably still like. Why is it? It shouldn't be an S. It shouldn't be an S. Yeah, I don't know why I put that in S. That should be lower for sure. Yeah. Those are the ones that are sticking out to me. Like, Mania should be below the adventure games. SA2 should be an S+. Forces should not be an S, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much... Sonic 1... I would put Sonic 1 higher. I would put Sonic 1 higher, like high A. Yeah, like I was a bit too generous to Lost World, Colors, and 4. Like, Sonic 1 should be above that. Generations should be probably above Shadow. Yeah. I know people don't like my Sonic CD takes anyway, so I'm not gonna dwell on that too much because that's just a given. Yeah, that's pretty much where I stand. There's a few things I'll tweak. That's about it. I think this is my regular tier. Yeah, this is my regular tier list. This is an old list as well, but most of it is still accurate. Those of you who thought those AI memes was my list, it wasn't my list, okay? It was not at all. I mean, there were some things that were similar, but it wasn't. What else is here? I was gonna make a video on this. Well, too late now. This was like my model rankings, like designs and shit. And this, oh, I streamed this one actually. This is when I did the boost tier list. There's a whole stream with this if you want to see it. But yeah, as you can see, I love Sonic Rush a lot. But yeah, there's a stream for that if you want to see that. But if you know me, you know I don't rate CD. So if you know me, that's a given. Do more tier lists. I don't know what tier list there is to do now. I've already done the important ones. I'm not gonna be ranking like Sonic shoe design and shit. By the way, the answer for that is 06 shoe design is the best one. See, now I'm doing it. See what you got me doing. Plot tier list? So you mean like the plot and not the execution of the plot? The best Sonic story in terms of like the core, what it's about, is SA1. Execution is different though. But in terms of like the core, SA1. Alright, Sky Sanctuary Ring Bell. I think we've seen this. Have we seen Knuckles gameplay yet? I don't even remember. Yo, what's up, guy? I'm guessing you didn't play the game, man. I'm guessing you didn't sign up to it. What's up, Tim Tech TV? Tried to get you my code before the beta. Really? I didn't see anything. But yeah, I didn't see that. But SA2 is the best song. SA1 story is just so much cleaner, simpler to follow, makes the most sense. There's nothing overly convoluted about it, aside from why it's big there. Chaos needs the 7 emeralds to become perfect. Eggman wants to feed it to them. Sonic and Tails are like, no, we need to get the emeralds first. Eventually Eggman gets the emeralds, Chaos goes crazy. Now they gotta fight Chaos. It just, in terms of plot, it's just the most, this makes sense. SA2's got way too many cogs and things going on that it's still enjoyable. Like, the cutscenes are enjoyable. But if we're talking plot, if I had to make a movie, SA1 plot is just clean. It's just ready for a movie. SA2's got so many elements in it. It's like Knuckles and Rouge are kind of doing their own thing. Like, it's a whole separate thing. You could make a spin-off just off of Knuckles and Rouge shit going on in SA2. There's so much happening. How did I get the invitation? I didn't. This is someone else's footage, gamer guy. You see? No hands. Have I thought of producing more beats? I am a beat maker, so I do produce beats. You just don't see them on this channel because I only post Sonic related remixes here. That's why it seems like I don't post beats. But no, I actually do make beats. No wonder the gameplay is so good. Very funny, gamer guide. He's not even winning when you said that. There's not even a good point. SA2's plot feels like a 90s action spy thriller like Mission Impossible. What the fuck was that hit him? I watched OVA like years ago. I haven't rewatched it since then. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh, there's a last one here. We'll see how it is when movie 3. Well, movie 3 is not going to be exactly like SA2 because the way things are going, I don't think both Rouge and Amy are going to be in there. It seems like we're getting one or the other maybe, and even that's not confirmed. So it's not full SA2, and they have to fit in the humans too. So something's going to get cut. Like, if Rouge isn't there, then the whole Knuckles and Rouge side plots aren't going to happen, right? So they're probably just going to focus it on the Sonic and Shadow shit, and everything else is gonna fall to the wayside. Which would actually make it cleaner and less, you know, bloated. But then you factor in that they have to bloat in the humans, and Wade has to be there for some fucking reason, and then it'll still be bloated. Opinions on Unleashed plot? I like Unleashed plot. I mean, it's a very simple story. There's not too many characters or anything. Which, I mean, I like the characters, but, you know. I think Unleashed is really carried by my... in terms of plot-wise or story-wise, it's carried by my love of Chip. Chip is a great character. And that's what makes it enjoyable. If I didn't like Chip, the whole story just... I wouldn't care about it. It's the fact that I like... because when you think about it, right? Unleashed and Colors are very similar in terms of what the stories are like. The only difference is Colors is like replaces Chip with Wisp. And then that combined with the voice actor changes, it's like now it's ruined. But when you think about the core of what it is, Sonic and Tails running around with another creature. It's kind of the same shit. But you change the voices, you switch Chip with Wisp, it's like, okay, now this is horrible. Before I liked it, now it's horrible. Okay, so that's everything there. I think we've seen... oh, let's skim through the characters. So I think, yeah, that's Eggman. They all play the same, so I don't have to watch all of this. Tails in challenge mode. Okay, yeah, so let's see some Tails. We haven't seen Tails. It's the writing change that kill Colors. Yeah, I mean, it's all three of those things, right? The writing, the voice, and the Wisp. All three of those things ruin it. And that corny ass music that they play whenever Yaka shows up. Oh my god. So Tails can't fly? Yeah, I mean, missed opportunity to have like styles, speed, flight, power. I mean, you could say that making him Sonic faster is cheating because there's a get to the end, but at the same time, like, there's plenty of modes that are not just get to the end, so it's not complete cheating. As long as you don't let people switch characters mid-game, so they can't be like, oh, I'll use the speed character here and I'll switch to that and then switch to that. My hero's bias is shown. We weren't even talking about heroes. What are you talking about? Challenge battle. Get to the goal in 70 seconds. So it's like a what, a bonus thing? They do not get the same rewards as normal matches and do not count towards your missions. You will only receive rewards upon clearing a challenge for the first time. Battles that require 4 people can only be attempted in teams of 4. Well, that's what require 4 people means. Let me see the menu for a sec. Normal match, challenge battle, custom. So what is a custom match then? What do you do with that? Buy panels to unlock. They're charging me for the missions? How much do the panels cost? When he suggested speed, flight, and power characters, that wasn't even Heroes bias. If anything, I was thinking of Riders when I said that. Because Riders took the Heroes thing and added it to the spin-offs. That's not really... Bias is like when you, like, ignore flaws of something, but then question those same flaws in something else. That's like bias. I just think that's a good concept to have type. Like, you could say that's Sonic 3 and Knuckles bias then, because they had that in there, right? I mean, Knuckles wasn't power per se, he was more like glide and climb, but they had types in Sonic 3. The OC-inator. Which OC do we take from forces now? Yeah, no one's playing as that. We're not playing as that. It's not happening. Would you rather have a new Sonic Riders game or a new Sonic Riders? Off the assumption that they're going to make it good, which is, I know, right? Off of that assumption, Riders without a shadow of a doubt. A 3D running game or racing game for Sonic where you're running, it still feels weird to me. Because, like, Rivals hit. Like, I loved Rivals. But then R just feels not the same. I don't know. So, like, Riders every day. I want Sonic Riders Ultimate. Basically, think of Smash Ultimate, but like with the mechanics of Sonic Riders. But like with the scale and the amount of content of a Smash Ultimate. Like that, Riders Ultimate. That's what I want. Gamer guys, stop with these horrible takes. Riders is not third out of what you just mentioned. That's just cap. That's horrible cap. That's like you putting Far From Home over Spider-Man 2. Like, that levels of cap. Would you play Sonic R if it was Boost Formula with a similar level design? But I mean, if it was Boost Formula with similar level design, it would basically just be a Boost Sonic game and they just added like a race mode as a bonus. Like, sure, if Sonic X Shadow Generations dropped and they said we've added a race mode with online, you know, like those doppelganger races, but like with real people. It's just basically a 3D Sonic, but they've just tacked on a race mode. I'll play it when I'm in the game, sure, why not? But Sonic R was like its own thing with racetracks and shit. I don't need that, right? If it's actual 3D Sonic levels, and it's a bonus that I could race with people in it, then yeah, cool, why not? But then it should be a proper 3D Sonic game as well that I could play by myself if I want to. Sonic Battle R? Isn't that fan game? I think I need to check that out at some point. I heard things about that. Alright, so that's Silver. We've seen Silver. We've seen Knuckles. We've seen Sonic. We've seen Cream, I think. Yeah, I think we've seen Cream. Would you play Sonic off at SA1 physics? But what are you gonna do with those SA1 physics though? I mean, you've seen the level design in R. It's just like racetracks and shit. Like, you need the levels that complement those physics. Otherwise, what's the point? Although, speaking of racing Sonic games, I used to have so much fun with my friend, like, playing... You know those Heroes multiplayer, like the bobsled races? Those were crazy. The bobsled races, like, if they had fleshed those out more, like, those were some fun modes, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, Rouge. Heroes multiplayer went hard. Oh, for sure. For sure. When I was a kid, I didn't have a GameCube, right? So I didn't know shit about SA2 Battle. My first Sonic game was like SA2 Dreamcast. So I only knew about that multiplayer. So to me as a kid, Heroes multiplayer was like the pinnacle. And then everyone else said, wait, SA2 Battle. I was like, I didn't play Battle. I played the OG. To this day, I don't think I've played SA2 Battle's multiplayer, because by the time I played SA2 Battle, I was at the age where it's like, your friends don't want to play no Sonic no more. It's like, oh, we're past that. It's like, oh, for real? It's like, okay. So I never played SA2 Battle's multiplayer to this day. It's not really online either, so you're not going to play with online friends. The last time I played Sonic with someone like multiplayer was a long time ago. Sucks that you had to unlock the multi. I don't think that sucks. That's just part of, like, you know, gaming back then, right? Nowadays they just charge you for it. Alright, Metal Sonic, Amy, Big. Alright. They all play the same. There's not really much to see. People said this about Crash Team Rumble as well when I think it first was shown. It needs voice acting. I think they caved and added a layer, but I could be misremembering. There's no voice acting here. You need voice acting for like the grunts and shit. It's too bare bones without it. Where are the cheers? Where are the, like... I'm not saying it needs to be like Rise of Lyric with the bounce pad and all that shit, but like, where's the grunts? Where's all the, like, things that show us that the characters are fucking live? Alright, that's Amy. That's Big. Gamer guide, stop with the horrible takes. Crash Team Rumble was fire. They got a lot of Lost World levels. Well, yeah, that and like the classic shit as well. I guess it makes sense since Lost World assets are just, you know, ripe for the taking. You can't really take from Frontiers because only the open zones were new. All the cyberspace was ripped off shit anyway, so I mean, I guess you could take the city. Alright, I think that's it for big. I'd rather have my ears blessed, not hearing watching this game. Well, here's the thing. Voice acting would enhance the game, but then you gotta be like, well, but what voice do I actually like? And is that voice gonna be there? That is a separate issue that has to be addressed, of course. But, you know, I think voices are important, you know. I'm guessing we've heard all these songs now, because we've seen a lot of footage. But, yeah. Someone tweeted a thread of things they noticed. I think this was just like UI elements taken from Frontiers. Just a few things that someone noticed. It's shit that was reused. Enemies are just from Lost World, which is why they have the bandits and the eggcorns together. Tails falling animation is him using his tails. Cream's run animation has her use her ears. They took shit from Forces Speed Battle. They took shit from Dash. They took shit from Riders. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. Soap shoes from SA2. The bodies. You know, they kind of did that in Sonic Runners. Yeah, there's a lot of references. Final verdict. It looks cool. Held back by being a mobile game for sure. For sure held back by being a mobile game. But I think it does what it was intending to do, which is get the kids playing, right? But I could see, or anyone who's not a kid could see, like, you could have done way more with this if it wasn't stuck on phones with the limited hardware of, you know, the older devices that they're targeting for this. But I mean, it's an online game. They're not going to just make it console only when they know that a lot of kids on iPads are going to be playing this. So, it's kind of a catch-22 when you think about it. It's not held back by being a mobile game, it's held back by incompetent developers. Sonic Adventure games perfectly playable on touchscreen. Well, I mean, graphically it's held back, for sure. I don't think physics-wise it's held back, or mechanics-wise it's held back. It's definitely graphically held back. But yeah, in terms of mechanics, you could make it faster, you could have better physics, you could make it more fleshed out as a game physically in terms of like rail momentum, rail grinding, having less automation. But phone games are known for automation, that's why I say held back by being a phone game, because you're trying to streamline it for the small screen experience. Whereas if you make it for a console, you don't have to streamline things. Although Frontiers had no real momentum either, so what am I saying, right? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll do a quick poll. How does the game look to you so far? Let's see what people are saying. Well, most people are saying B. Oh shit, Inception, I forgot about that. Yeah, most people are saying B. Alright. Pretty much what you'd expect. Well, I think that's it then. I ain't got much to say. Been through all the tabs. Next month's gonna be interesting. Sonic X Shadow Generations. We'll see Shadow Generations, see if they did anything crazy with the levels. Kirk Thornton was teasing some shit. You know, that he's done some cutscenes. We'll see if they butchered Sonic Generations original in terms of anything. We'll see if they uncapped the frame rate. They probably haven't, but let's hope they did. We'll see. Alright, we'll see. But I'm gonna keep this short. Like a Forces though, I don't want to do no long outro. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. You know, when the game comes out at the end of the year, I'll stream it, of course. Just like I'll stream Sonic X Shadow Generations when that drops. And yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. But yeah, man. Thanks you guys for watching. It's been real. Remy out.